Right. So last class, we looked at intersecting lines. And I told you all that at this level, when we're dealing with lines, the solution will be found either by graphing it, right? And if you graph the lines, the point of intersection will be a solution, or you could solve the two equations simultaneously, right? So if you solve the system of equations, you should get the point of intersection, right? So Ria, you there?
Yes, sir.
You remember the general form of a line, right? Please tell me you remember.
The equation
Yeah, what's the equation of a line?
y equals mx plus c.
Great, great. So Ria, um, you understood the example we did last class? Intersecting lines, how we solved it simultaneously using the substitution method.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let we actually do it here, right? But yeah, before we start, to find the points of intersection, you could either solve it simultaneously or you could do a sketch for both of the graphs and you could look out for where they're intersecting, right? So
Okay.
check this, right? When we solved it simultaneously, what did we get for our point of intersection?
Um, 39.
And when you if you do a sketch, what's that? 39.
39.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So let me jump straight into it. So Ria, generally speaking, when both of your equations are in the form y is equal mx plus c, you could just equate them to each other. And why is that? Let's see, Ria. So we have y is equal to 3x minus 2 here, and we have
Mm.
y is equal to minus x plus 6. Are both of them equal to the same thing?
No, just no.
If you ask me,
Yes.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
Yeah.
What is 3x minus 2 equal to?
Y.
What is minus x plus 6 equal to?
Y.
Exactly. So let's start working, right? So y is equal to 3x minus 2. I'm going to call that equation 1. Then we have y is equal to minus x plus 6. I'm going to call that equation 2. The next step, Ria, in this case, can we just put them equal to each other?
No.
Yeah, we could. We could. Why is that no?
Oh, I don't know. I was because of the d minus x plus 6 thing.
Okay, but what are both of them equal to?
Y.
Exactly. Since both equation 1 and equation 2 are equal to y, we could say 3x minus 2 is equal to,
Y.
right? We know 3x minus 2 is equal to y, right? So we know that 3x minus 2 is
Oh,
equal,
is equals to minus x plus 6.
right? Now, Ria, why would I want to do that?
Um,
You
I don't
realize
know.
when we did this, right? How much unknowns do we have in our equation now? How much unknowns do we have?
2.
No, we don't have two.
No.
You're saying two because it have an x over here and an x over here.
Yeah.
The end x is the same thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So how much unknowns we have there?
Right. 1.
When we if we have one unknown, we could easily solve for that using algebra. That real easy. But if you had to solve for something like that, how you gonna do that? Y is our unknown and x is our unknown. You have two unknowns there. So that cannot troublesome. So the first thing you just do, if both of them in the form y is equal to mx plus c, you put them equal to each other, right?
Okay.
So we have 3x minus 2 is equal to minus x plus 6. What do you think I'm solving for here? What do you think I could solve for over here?
X
I could solve for x, right? Now, if I'm trying to solve for x, where should all the x terms be?
on the left hand side.
Should be on the left-hand side. Where should all the constants be?
Right hand.
What is the constant over here?
The -2.
Could I say 3 is a constant?
No.
No, because it attached to the x, right?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to move across this -2. Right. So if I move across the minus x, tell me what I'm going to write on the left-hand side.
3x equals to
So take your time.
minus x.
Remember, we move across our minus x and we move across the -2.
Oh yes, I forgot that. So it'll be minus 4x.
No,
No.
no. Anytime we move across something,
3x.
answer the sign.
I mean,
Take your
well,
time.
I kind of just add the x to the 3x.
Right. So you'll say 3x plus x. You told me minus 4x.
No, I added to the 3x at top because like x is basically 1x. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like 3x plus 1x is 4x, but for some reason it's all one minus. Wouldn't be minus.
I
Right?
forgot that I had we had a switch signs. My bad.
That's okay.
Right.
And what would I write
Equals
on the other
to
side?
6 plus 2.
Perfect. What is 3x plus 1x?
4x.
Right? So 4x would be equal to
6 plus 2.
6 plus 2.
8.
So now I have 4x is equal to 8. What's the next step?
Divide both sides by 4.
Yes.
And then cancel off and
Right? So 4 going
so
to
the
8 how
answer
much
is
times?
2.
Nice. So let me ask that question, right? Whenever we are trying to figure out the point of intersection, a point is made up of a x and a,
Y
right? So we have x
value.
here. How am I going to find for y now?
We plug the x value
Mm-hmm.
everywhere we see x.
Okay, you're not wrong, but
Or
pick an equation. 102.
we say
Does it
pick a
matter?
equation.
Does it matter which one I pick?
No, it don't matter.
It don't matter, right? The point is right here. Both of the equations telling you what y is in terms of x. So, which one you want to pick? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay. Plug x is equal to 2 into either equation 1 or 2, right? To find for y. And somehow they might have some trust issues, which is fine. So we'll do it for both equations actually. So let's try y is equal to 3x minus 2 first. So anywhere I see x real, what am I going to write?
2 in bracket.
Right? What is 3 by 2?
6.
6 minus 2 is
4.
nice. Okay, so let's wrap up then. So Ria, if this is the case, our point of intersection will be where? So point of intersection. So Maria, how would our point of intersection be?
2, 4.
Yes, it'll be 2, 4. Sienna, are you confused about why I'm saying the point of intersection is 2, 4?
No.
No? Okay. And Sienna, if I so happen to use equation 2 now to find for y, should I get a different answer or should I get 4 as well?
You should get 4 as well.
Let's see. So y is equal to minus x plus 6. So what is x?
X is 2.
right? So that'll be minus 2 plus 6. What's minus 2 plus 6?
4.
Yep. So it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter at all. You just pick which one seems easier to you. Lovely. So that's that. So let's go through the general procedure one more time. So Avinash, you there?
Yes, sir.
Right. So anytime they ask you to find the point of intersection and they give you the equations of two lines, just know it's extremely simple if both of them are in the form y is equal mx plus c. Can you see that both of them in the form y is equal mx plus c?
Yes, sir.
Great. So if that's the case, Avinash, and both of them equal to y,
Yep.
if both of them are equal to y, then we could just put them equal to each other. Because both of them equal to y. I don't know how else to say that, right? Because Avinash, this is y and this is y. Like both of them equal to y. So we could say 3x minus 2 is equal to minus x plus 6. Let me know if that confusing you.
So they're basically saying like the two is the same.
Right, because
So
both
both
of
of them
them
end up equal.
equal to the same thing, right? Hence,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's exactly what's happening. All right, so Avinash, from here, we just have to solve for what? What does it look like we could solve for now?
And that one?
Yeah.
The x.
X is the only unknown, so we have to solve it. If you are trying to solve for x or any variable, then you want the variable to be the only thing on whichever side it's on. In this case, x is on the left-hand side. So we'll try to take all the x terms and bring them to the left-hand side, right? All the constants like minus 2 should be on the other side. So we move across the minus x, that's into plus x. Move across this minus 2, that's into plus 2. So you end up with 4x is equal to 8. Divide both sides by 4 to find for 1x, and I get 2. Easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So Avinash, now that we have x, we could pick either equation 1 or equation 2 to find for y. And Avinash, the reason we could do that is because, and both of the equations telling you what y is equal to.
Yeah, both them equal to y, so it'll be the same.
Exactly. So if you pick equation 1, or if you pick equation 2, it's the same procedure. Anywhere you see x, just put 2, right? And you'll get the same answer, which is 4. So that being said, Avinash, these two lines would intersect at the point 2, 4. And if you don't believe me, which is fine, I'll show you proof. Right, Avinash, you believe that is the correct answer?
Is that I because the maths don't lie.
Yeah, maths don't lie. Right? Y is equal to 3x minus 2. Okay, I have that there. Right? And let me put in the other one. Y is equal to minus x plus 6. All right, Avinash. So when I press over here, what should the points be? What should the point be?
2, 4.
Let's see if it'll allow me to select it. But okay. Yes, yes. So Ria, are you content with what we came up with?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we are 100% correct. Any of you all
Yep.
have any doubts? Sienna, you have any doubts?
Hi, sir.
Hey, look Perseus, you good?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm sorry I was late.
Yeah, I
So
was
sorry.
confused. I didn't see you. Because I know
But
normally.
I'm here now. Yeah, just having some Wi-Fi issues.
Well, it real rain falling today, so I could understand that. Right,
Yeah, so totally understand.
right. So that being said, let's move on to a harder question. A harder question, right? Something that not so straightforward. So, Ria, what made this question so easy, right, was the fact that both equations were in what form?
Y equals mx plus c.
Right. And did we solve this using the substitution method or the elimination method?
Elimination.
Now this is the substitution method. Think about it, Ria. Didn't we substitute anywhere we see y for 3x minus 2?
Oh
Is it
yeah,
like
yeah, that's true.
this is the substitution method, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I could show you the elimination method if you want. It's very straightforward as well. Feel like you might like that even more. Like it's less working. So this was the substitution method. Let me show you the elimination method like really, really fast. All right, so Ria, we agreed that the problem was two unknowns, right? And that's our problem. If you have two unknowns,
Yeah.
we could only solve for one at a time, correct?
Yep.
Right. So here what we're gonna do, right? We need to get rid of either y or x by either adding or subtracting the two equations. So just by looking at equation 1 and equation 2, is there anything I could potentially do with both of them to get rid of one of the unknown? Like could I add or minus? What do you think?
We could add.
Nah, I wouldn't want to add. If I add y plus y gonna give me 2y, then 3x plus
Oh.
minus x gonna be 2x. I'm not gonna cancel anything. Let me give you an example, right? If I had 5 and I had 5, what do you think I should do with 5 and 5 to get 0?
Minus it.
Okay, so if I have a y and I have y, what do you think I should do with the y and the y to get 0?
Minus it.
Right? Where's y minus y?
Nothing.
0. What is 3x minus minus x? So 3x minus minus x. That's going to be 3x, what?
3x plus x.
And that'll be equal to,
4x.
right? So we get equal to 4x. And then we have minus 2 minus plus 6, right? So minus 2 minus plus 6. So wouldn't that
8.
just, that'd be minus 8, right? Minus 2 minus 6. And
Oh
that'll
yeah,
be
minus 8.
minus.
Yeah.
What's the next step?
We could flip the equation.
Right? Someone want to write.
4x minus 8 equals to 0.
Yeah.
And then we could actually just divide from there.
You could, but I would recommend to do something before that. Tell me something, right, Ria? We're trying to find for x here.
Oh.
What shouldn't be on the left-hand side?
The number. So we could move it across.
Right? Which number am I moving across? Am I moving across the 4 or the minus 8?
The minus 8.
Right? If I move across the minus 8, I'm going to get 4x is equal to
8.
divide both sides by 4,
Right.
and I'm going to get my answer one time. This was really easy, right?
Yeah.
Right? And to find for y, we could use either one of the equations. So let's just use equation 2. Right? So y was equal to minus x plus 6. Right? Y would be equal to minus 2 plus 6. Right? So y is equal to 4. And just like that, we got our answer real fast. So that's the elimination method for you. Which method do you all prefer? Substitution or the elimination method?
I honestly don't know. Both of them easy.
Okay. Let me hear from the class, right? Like, what do you guys prefer? Do you all prefer the substitution method or the elimination method? Look at the working. So this is the substitution method. This is the elimination method. Guys, don't be scared to answer, Vanessa. Which one you think looking easier?
Most of the time it is use elimination.
Okay. To avoid all that algebra with substitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Sienna, which one do you prefer?
I feel like the elimination method easier, but I feel like I'll use the substitution just because like I won't overthink my answer.
Okay. All right. I understand. Um, Speaking of that, right, Sienna, wouldn't it be nice if there was some way you could check your answer to know if you're doing something
Yeah.
correct? Okay, let me show you how to check your answer, right? So when you are done and you end up with your solution, if your answer is correct, it should satisfy both equation one and equation two. So this is just a little hack, right? So this is if you want to know if your answer is correct. So if I give all the homework, or you know how to come and ask me if your answer correct, you could check this one time. So is your answer correct? So Sienna, check this out, right? Check this out. We got x to be equal to 2, and we got y to be equal to
The 4.
okay, great. So guys, I'm saying if our answer is correct, it should satisfy both of these equations. So let me show you what we're talking about. So we have y is equal to 3x minus 2. Stay with me. We found that y was 4. We found that x was 2. Right? So if this is correct, the left-hand side is supposed to be equal to the right-hand side. 3 by 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So Sienna, did we satisfy equation 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, because the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Vanessa, let's see if our solution satisfies equation 2 now. So y is equal to minus x plus 6, right? Tell me real fast, Vanessa, what we found x to be? I mean, what we found y to be? What was y?
4.
Right? Y was 4. What was x?
8, -8.
No.
But no, two.
Right. So minus 2 plus 6. What is minus 2 plus 6?
-4.
Nah.
No, wait.
Minus 2 plus 6. That come like you're taking away 2 from 6. If you take away 2 from 6, what will be?
4.
4. So, Vanessa, when I say satisfy the equation, be honest with me, am I confusing you?
Mm-mm.
Right. So, in this case, our answer satisfies both. Why am I saying that, Vanessa? I'm saying that because what 4 is equal to 4, that correct? It's 4.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So it's satisfied. And we get 4 is equal to 4 over there as well. So that one's satisfied. If I ever want to check if all answer correct, when you get your answer, just take the answer you get and plug it in into the two equations, and it should satisfy both equations. If it's not, you're doing something wrong. Right. Cool. So let's move on to the next question. All right. So, Sahara, let me know if you're there.
Hi, so yeah.
All right, so Sahara, we inside. I can't say we outside because we inside doing work, right? So I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna see if you understand this thing. Right? I give you a kind of hard question here. So let me see if you can figure it out. Sahara, do you want to do the elimination method or the substitution method with this?
Elimination.
Okay, not a problem. Now, just by looking at the Sahara, are the equations in the form y is equal mx plus c?
No.
No, they're not. This is not in the form y is equal mx plus c, right? You say that kind of unsure. Do you know why it's not in this form?
Because the y is x 2x plus y equals 10, and that's y equals mx plus c.
If I wanted to put it in the ny is equal mx plus c form, what I would do by chance? Let me see if you know.
We move the y to the right side.
Nah. So Sahara, look at the general form, right? Y is equal to mx plus c. Where's the y here?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the y here in this form?
And the y is
So this is on the left-hand side. It's on the right-hand
mm-hmm,
side. So if we look at this, where is y in
in the
this?
middle.
No. So you see this, and
No.
so okay, think of the equal sign as like a wall. Everything to the left of that, we call the left-hand side. So this whole thing is the left-hand side. And this whole thing is
Mm-hmm.
the right-hand side. So where is y right now?
On the left.
Right. Is it where it's supposed to be?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah.
Right? What shouldn't be here though? Like what should not be there?
2x.
That 2x shouldn't be there. So we should move across the 2x.
Yeah.
If you move across the 2x, we're gonna get y is equal to that 2x is gonna turn to what?
Negative 2x.
Negative 2x. Right? I'll just write back the positive 10. That's it. So is it in the form y is equal mx plus c now?
Yes.
Yes. And I just testing your prior knowledge. If it's in the form y is equal mx plus c, what is m? Just by reading off directly, what is m?
And
M is a gradient, right? But read it off. Tell me, what's the gradient from the line there? What's the gradient,
oh, okay, sorry. Negative
right? And what's the y-intercept?
negative 2. X
Nah.
y intersect 2
What?
10?
10. Guys,
No.
yes. Guys, somebody just remind me, what does C stand for? Somebody in class, just remind me, what does C stand for? Anybody? The floor is open. They make me all nervous here, you know. What does C stand for? C.
The coefficient.
Nah, not the coefficient. C stands for the y-intercept. That's what C stands for, the y-intercept. So M is the gradient and C is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept here is 10. All right. So generally speaking, guys, if you get a question and they're asking you to find the points of intersection, if both of the equations not in the standard form you're accustomed seeing it, I would advise doing the elimination method. I would highly advise that. Right? But we'll do both methods, of course. I'll do both methods. Right? But let me start off with the elimination method. All right, elimination method. All right. So Sahara, we have 2x plus y is equal to 10. I'm going to call that equation 1. And then I have 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 4. And I'm going to call that equation 2. Just by looking at this, Sahara, will adding or subtracting get rid of any of the unknowns?
Um, mm, no.
You're sounding real unsure. I don't like that. Um, so let's test the cases, right? When we're doing the elimination method, we typically want the coefficient for one of the unknowns to be the same. So Sahara, let's look at x, right? Is 2 and 3 same?
No.
Nah, so if you add or minus, you're not gonna cancel that off, right? Is the coefficient for y the same?
No.
No. So if you add or minus, it wouldn't cancel off either. So in a situation like this, you need to multiply the top equation and the bottom equation by a number such that the coefficient would be the same. So in other words, Sahara, what's the LCM between 2 and 3?
6.
6, right? 6. So let me show you something. If I take the top equation and I multiply it by 3, what am I going to end up with?
6.
I'm going to end up with 6x plus,
And 6y.
no, I'm multiplying well, if you're multiplying, you need to do it
Oh,
everywhere in the equation, everywhere. So that's going to turn to 6x plus 3y equal to what?
60.
16, no. What are we multiplying by?
3. Oh, 30. Oh my God. Sorry.
Right? And that'll be equal to 30. I'll call that equation 3. Okay. Now, remember, Sahara, our objective here is to make the x coefficient the same so that we could either add or minus so we could cancel it off. So we turn this 2 to a 6. And that was for equation 1. What do you think I should do with equation 2 now?
Multiply everything by 2.
By 2, I like that. So if I multiply everything by 2, tell me what I'm going to get.
3. Let me check. 6x
6x
minus 4y plus, equals negative 8 plus negative 8.
because negative 8, because you have a negative 4 being multiplied by a positive 2. Negative by a positive is a negative, right? Great. And we'll call this equation 4. So you're with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. So let me just add in some notes, right? So when you're looking back at this, it'll make sense. Try to make the coefficient for x the same, right? And you'd realize that the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Right. So, Avinash, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confused are you? Like, be real honest with me.
No, it's not gonna be right. Yes. 7.
Like, you're
Because
real
I really like
confused.
this. Yeah.
Okay, what confusing you?
I think it's just the whole elimination so I don't know. I can gradually substitute.
Well, let we change your mind today, because elimination is a real nice method. They're real simple. So, Avinash, can we solve for 2 unknowns at the same time? Yes or no?
No?
No, we can't do that. Avinash, anytime you're trying to solve for something, entities only have one unknown. Like, watch. 4x minus 8. What's the only unknown there?
X.
X. Let me get another example we're talking about. What's the only unknown here?
X again.
X again. So anytime you're trying to solve for something, you need to only have one unknown. So in the elimination method, you are either going to add the 2 equations or you're going to subtract them such that one of the unknowns will cancel off. So Avinash, let me get an example, right? If you have 5 and you have 5, what should you do with 5 and 5 to cancel that off?
Take away.
Take away. Okay, nice. What if I had 5 and I had 5 and I had minus 5? What should I do with both of them?
Add.
Add. See how simple that is? That is all we doing,
Yeah.
That's all we doing, Avinash. That's all we doing. So watch. And to do that, the numbers must be the same or the opposite, right? Watch this. If we try and take away that x, then the number in front of x need to be the same or the opposite. But like 2 and 3, are they the same?
Nah.
Nah. So then we're asking ourselves, how many things I can multiply equation 1 by and equation 2 by so that I go make them the same?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can multiply 2 by what?
2 by 3
Right? And I can multiply 3
by 2.
Yeah, that's it. Are they the same now?
Yes, I think I understand now.
If we have 6 and 6, what do we have to do with 6 and 6 to cancel that off?
Take it away.
That is all. This thing easy. You have it, right? So watch. 6x minus 6x is going to be?
X
No,
plus 0.
0,
But 0.
right? Watch. If you have 6x's, right? You have 6x's there, right? And you take away 6x's. How much x's you remain with?
0, 0, 0.
0, right? Okay, now we have plus 3y minus 4y. So we have 3y minus 4y. So, where's a negative and a negative?
A positive.
Right? So that's gonna be equal to 3y plus 4y, which is equal to how much y's?
7.
7y, right? So over here I'm going to write plus 7y. Okay. Over here now. Let me see if you can do this last one. Try to figure out this last one. And anybody else, you all could try to figure it out too. Drop your answer in the chat or unmute and tell me. Try to figure out what I'm going to put over here.
22.
Nah, not 22. Be very careful. Be very careful, Avinash. Watch. You're minusing everything.
Wait.
Watch. 30 minus 8. You're not doing 30 minus 8, you know. It's 30
it's 38.
minus 8. 38, right?
Yeah, 38.
You see what I just showed you? That's the number one mistake students make when they're doing the elimination method. It is always make that mistake for some reason. Right? So this could be 38. Right. So with me so far, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have 7y is equal to 38. Can we solve for y now?
Yeah.
Yeah. To solve for y, what would I have to do on both sides?
Divide by 7.
Divide by 7. Great. All right, so we end up with y is equal to 38 over 7. You can't simplify that, so just leave it as is, right? Nice. Is there anybody in class that is majorly confused by the elimination method? Don't feel ashamed. I'll know that I'll go it over. That's okay.
So actually realize what you did. You just multiply the 2x by the 3x.
No, I multiplied 2x by 3, not 3x.
By 3. Well, 3. So. Okay, now I see how you do it. All right.
So, process, all I did, okay, when you're doing the elimination method, you need either both of the x terms to be the same or both of the y terms to be the same. So, we decided to pick the x, right? So we have 2x and 3x. They are not the same. This is not the same, right? So to make them the same, I multiply 2 by 3 to get 6, and I multiply 3 by 2 to also get 6. But if you're doing it over here, you need to multiply everything else by the 3. You can't just do it to the 2x. So keep that in mind as well. That's another mistake students make when they're doing the elimination method. All right?
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Okay, nice. Right. So Avinash, we have y. We have y. How am I going to find for x now?
Yeah. I can't confuse this one.
It's okay. It's okay. Because none of
I'm going to substitute. Because I don't know why. Because I kind of like that one. But
you had a substitute. You had a substitute. It's going correct along. It's going good when you say substitute.
You substitute the y for 38/7.
Into which equation?
Equation 1?
It doesn't matter, by the way. You could put it into 1, 2, 3, or 4. It does not matter. Right? So,
Anyone?
anyone. Plug y is equal to 38/7 into any equation and solve for x. All right, so let me go, right? So equation 1 is 2x plus y is equal to 10. 2x plus y. Okay, right? Avinash, what do we know y is?
38/7.
So anywhere that I see y, am I going to leave it as y, or am I going to write 38/7?
Yeah, right, 38/7.
Right, so I'm going to say 2x plus 38/7 is equal to 10. What am I trying to solve for over here?
X.
Does the 38/7 belong there?
NASA. No.
Move that across one time. So you're going to end up with 2x is equal to 10 minus 38/7. Right? That should give you, so that'll be 32/7. Somebody just check that for me. 32/7. Right? So in your Casio calculator, you're going to put 10 minus, then you're going to press the fraction button. On top, you're going to put 38. And then the bottom, you're going to put 7. If you have a sharp, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put 10.
Yes.
If you have a sharp, you're going to put 10, then minus, then open bracket, 38 divided by 7, close bracket. Right. Right. Rhea, you get in the 32/7. Can I hear in Rhea? But the answer is 32/7, right? So let's continue. All right. Yeah, so Avinash, we have 2x is equal to 32/7. What's the next step now?
Yeah, substitute that in for the rest of the equation.
No,
Actual equation.
no,
No?
we're not substituting. We have 2x is equal to 32/7. How am I going to find for x now?
Ah. So yeah, divide by 2.
Right, divide by 2 on both sides. Now, dividing by 2 means the same thing as multiplying by what?
By 2.
No.
No. Um,
Okay, if
so I
I
remember this one.
am dividing by 4/3, that's the same thing as multiplying by what? Okay, true.
Wait.
Anytime you
2/4,
change the
yeah.
division to multiplication, you flip. So dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by what, Sahara? Can I hear Sahara? I mean, I'm Sahara. Perseus, you there?
Yes.
Okay. Dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by what?
The same thing as multiplying by 2.
No. Okay, so you telling me, right? This is what you're telling me. You telling me that 16 divided by 2 is the same thing as 16 multiplied by 2. That's what you're telling me, you know? That's what you're telling me.
No, sir, no, sir.
Sienna, dividing by
Yeah, just
16
Is the same thing as wait, what?
dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by
I two?
a half. A half.
Oh, so it will be 7/32? Oh, what? Oh,
No, okay, watch this, right, guys? We have 32 over 7 divided by 2. That's what we have. All right? That divided by 2. Okay, when you're going from division to multiplication, you flip the fraction. So 32 over 7 multiplied by 1 over 2. Already working like that instead to not confuse you all. Right? So I'll just put divide by 2 on both sides here. So that'll be 32 over 7 divided by 2. Right? Do you all understand that 2 is the same thing as 2 over 1? Do we understand that? 2 is the same thing as 2 over 1. Yeah or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I'm dividing, when I change division to multiplication, that 2 over 1 is going to flip, and that's going to turn into a half. You all are confused?
no, sir.
Okay, I'm going to make sure you're not confused. Sienna, if I'm dividing by 3, that's the same thing as multiplying by?
by 1/3.
Right. And think about it, right, Sienna? If I tell you to divide if I tell you to divide 50 by 2, enter also asking to half 50. Think about it.
Yeah,
So dividing by 2 means the same thing as a half. If I tell you to divide 125 by 3, you need to find out a third of 125. So all these things make sense in your real world when you hear it. Priscilla, if I am dividing by 4, it's the same thing as multiplying by what?
By 1/4 quarter.
Perfect. Great. Avinash, if I divide by 7, that's the same thing as multiplying by?
1/7.
If I divide in by 2 over 8, multiplying by?
8/2.
Good, we get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Nice. So you all
So I
understand.
just forgot the second thing. So I forgot about that.
That's okay. You understand this part up to this point?
Okay, I understand it now.
All right. So what next?
Then yeah, so I multiply them out.
Right. So
So it's not like
2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 32 is how much times 2 go into 32?
16.
Right? 16. So notice 2 could I go into 2 and 2 could I go into 32. So we simplify that one time. Right? The 7 and the 1, you can't really do anything, so you'll even that as it is. Then you're going to multiply the 16 by the 1. So that's going to be 16. And then you're going to multiply the 7 by the 1. 7 by 1, 7. Right? So tell me, guys, what is the point of intersection? What's the point of intersection?
16/7 and 38/7.
Perfect. Now, Sienna, you're probably thinking in your head, these numbers looking real weird. Like this is the how this correct? You're wondering that probably.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is where the hack comes into play, right? I'm sure what I'm talking about. If these answers are correct, it's supposed to satisfy both of those equations. That's what it's supposed to do. If it's not correct, it will not satisfy both. So Sienna, this is the moment of truth. Anywhere I see x, what am I going to write?
16/7.
Right? And anywhere that I see y, what am I going to write?
38/7.
Right. So when I plug it in into the first equation, I'm supposed to get what? If we're correct, we're supposed to get what? Equals to what?
Um,
We supposed to get
wait.
something. So Sienna, if we are correct, according to equation 1, what are we supposed to get? What are we supposed to get? What is it equal to?
10?
We're supposed to get 10. If we don't get 10, we're wrong. All right? Let's see. So I just write any 10 for now. Let's work this out. What's 2 by 16?
32.
Right, so we have 32/7 here, plus 38/7, right? And that's supposed to be equal to 10. And it's supposed to. Right? If it's not equal to 10, we know we're wrong. Right, Sienna, do they have the same denominator?
Yeah, so you can add them.
Right, so I'm just going to add 32 and 38. Right, so 32 plus 38 all over 7, because they have the same denominator. I can just add the numerators. Where's 32 plus 38?
70.
Where's 70/7?
10.
Is 10 equal to 10?
Yeah.
Does it satisfy the first equation?
Yeah.
It does. Great. So guys, anytime you have trust issues and you want to check if your answer is correct, simply plug your answer back into the both equations and it's supposed to satisfy both equations. As you will just see, 16/7 38/7, it satisfies the first equation. So on that we're okay, right? Let's see if it satisfies the second equation now. So Ria, let me know if you're there.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Ria, we know that x is 16/7, and we know that y is 38/7. So when I work out the left-hand side, what am I supposed to get if we are correct? Someone, if our answer is correct, what is supposed to give us? What is the final answer supposed to be?
-4.
Yeah, because 3x minus 2y is supposed to be -4. Supposed to be.
Yep.
I'm gonna write the -4 for now. And let's work. So Ria, what is 16 by 3?
48.
Right? So that'll be 48/7. Then we have minus 2 by 38. What's 2 by 38?
76.
Right? Over 7. And we know that that's supposed to be equal to?
-4.
It's supposed to be equal to -4. Right? Do they have the same denominators?
Yep.
Right? So we could just say 48 minus 76. Again, it's supposed to be equal to -4. What is 48 minus 76?
-28.
What is minus 28/7?
-4.
Right. Is -4 equal to -4?
Yep.
So does our answer satisfy both of the equations?
Yep.
So are we correct?
Yes.
Yes, we are. right? Now this, what I'm showing you here is fully optional. You don't have to do this. This is just what you would do if you want to see if your answer is correct. It's optional, right? Is our answer correct? Right, so Sienna, you okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Nice. Now, some of you all are a little salty, or let's say the substitution method would be easier. Well, let me see. Let me see. Right? Don't worry. I like to look at all the alternative solutions. So we're gonna make sure the other method gives us the same answer. So let's do substitution now. Right? So substitution method. Right. So Sahara, a way to be real honest with my like this confusing, yeah? Are you okay with it? Tell me, Sahara.
Yeah, good with it.
Okay. Let me do this substitution method together and let's see if that's easier. Do you know how to do this substitution method?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let me run through that. So we have 2x plus y is equal to 10. I'm going to call that equation 1. And then I have 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 4. I'm going to call that equation 2. Sahara, in this example, could we have made a direct substitution in this example?
No.
Yeah, we could have. How come you say no? I wanna understand the reason.
Oh,
Right. So Sahara, in this
I
question,
don't
what is y equal to?
3x minus 2.
What is 3x minus 2 equal to?
Y.
Y. Okay. What is minus x plus 6 equal to?
Y.
Aren't both of them equal to y? If both of them equal to y, wouldn't, and I can say y is equal to y, and I can say that y is equal to y?
Yes, sir.
Because y equal to y, that makes sense. You know, like 5 is equal to 5, that makes sense. And in the next line, we could say 3x minus 2 is equal to minus x plus 6. That's what I mean by direct substitution. We don't have to make a third equation. We can just put them equal to each other. And Sahara, the reason I'm saying that is because both of them equal to the what?
Answer.
The what?
The same answer. Y.
Yeah, the same thing, y. Now, if you look at this question, is that the case? Yes or no?
No.
Nah. So anytime you have a situation like this, you actually have to come up with a third equation. So make equation 3, and you're going to pick either 1 or 2. Pick an equation, 1 or 2. Which one looking simpler to work with, 1 or 2?
That's the only one.
All right, make equation 3 using equation 1. And what we are going to do, right? We're going to make either x or y the subjects. That's what we're going to do. So, Sahara, what looks easier? Like, if I want to make x or y the subject, which one looks easier, x or y?
X. I mean 1.
Okay, tell me the working for that then.
Could you repeat, please, sir?
Tell me the working for that then. How would I make x the subject?
By moving the 2.
Okay. You'd move across the y first, then divide by 2.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm telling you this, if you do that, it's going to be more complicated than if you make y the subject.
Okay, then let's make y the subject.
Okay, how would I make y the subject then?
By moving the 2 to the right.
2 alone
2x
or
to the
2x? 2x, right? I'll move 2x to the right. If I move 2x to the right, y is going to be equal to what?
10 minus 2x.
Right, and I'm going to call that equation 3. Okay, equation 3 is telling me what y is equal to. So Sahara, instead of writing y, what could write it instead if I wanted? What is y
Um,
also equal to?
mm, 8, right?
Now,
I mean,
look at what we have on the screen. Is there another way I could write y? Like y is also equal to what? Like instead of writing y, what we could write?
y is also equal to 10.
Continue 10.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 10 what?
The, mm,
Right. So what do we have here? What's this sign called?
equal,
That's our what sign?
equal sign.
Correct. So this is telling us that y is
Equal to 10 minus 2x.
so instead of writing y, and I could also write 10 minus 2x because y is
Yeah.
also equal to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me show you what we're going to do in the next step. So, right, substitute y is equal to 10 minus 2x. Right. So, Sahara, we had used equation 1 to make equation 3. So we can't use that again, right? We need to use equation 2 now. So substitute y is equal to 10 minus 2x into equation 2, right? Cannot use equation 1 because it was used to find equation 3. So it was used already. I can't use it again. All right. All right. So Sahara, I'm going to write back equation 2 here. So equation 2 was 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 4. Now the problem here, Sahara, is that we have how much unknowns? What's the problem here?
You have 2 unknowns.
Yeah, and that's a big problem. We can't find for 2 unknowns. So we need to figure out some way to make that only 1 unknown. So is there another way I can write y, but instead of using y, I can use x?
No,
Yeah.
maybe.
So look at the screen and think carefully before you tell me. Like, is there another way I could write y? But instead of y, I could write it in terms of x.
So I'm not seeing it. I'm not.
All right. So Sahara, y is also equal to what? What is y equal to?
Y is also equal to 10 minus 2x.
Correct. So instead of writing y, what could I write in place of y?
I get
Say that again.
8.
Okay, you keep saying 8. How come you say 8? Is it because 10 minus 2 is 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can't do that, because this is a number and this is an unknown. They are not like terms.
Okay.
You can't do that. If it was 10x minus 2x, yeah, sure, you could have said 8x. But you can't look at that and say 8x, right? One is a number and one is an unknown, right? So Zahara, the main thing here is that y is equal to 10 minus 2x. So in other words, Zahara, another way I could write y is 10 minus 2x. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. And I could also say 5 is equal to 1 plus 4.
Yeah.
So instead of writing 5, and if I wanted, I could have say 1 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same example, it's the same scenario over here. So Sahara, the problem here, the big problem here is we have two unknowns. We have x and y. That's trouble.
Yes.
So we're trying to figure out how we could write it in terms of one unknown. Now, earlier, we found that y was also equal to 10 minus 2x. So anywhere that I see y, what could I write in place of it?
10 minus 2x.
Yes, because and 10 minus 2x is what? 10 minus 2x is what?
Y.
Is what?
Y
Equal to y.
equal to Y.
So you understand that 10 minus 2x literally means y. Like another way I could write y is 10 minus 2x. So you come like that example I tell you,
Yeah.
like 5 is equal to 1 plus 4. Instead of writing 5, I could write 1 plus 4. Instead of writing y, I could write 10 minus 2x because they equal to each other. It's the same thing, right? Now I'm going to put 10 minus 2x in brackets since it's a binomial term. You see how we have 10 and minus 2x? The reason I'm calling it a binomial term is because I have 10 as one term and I have 2x as another term. So binomial term. Anytime you have a situation like that, you put it in brackets, right? So let's do a recap of what we do so far. So we were given two equations. We made a third equation using equation 1. And we decide, let me make y the subject. So y is equal to 10 minus 2x. So instead of writing y, we could write 10 minus 2x. Now, since we use equation 1 already, we can't use it again. Now we're going to use equation 2. So anywhere that I see y in equation 2, I'm going to write 10 minus 2x instead. Right? So let me just complete this. So do you understand what I did so far?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nice. And the next step. Do you know what to do in the next line? Tell me that. I want to get like a feel for where you are at right now.
Where just see? I didn't hear.
I said that again.
Could you repeat, please? What you just said.
I want you to tell me what the next line should be.
Okay. 3x minus 20 take away 2x.
Nah. It's another place where students make mistakes.
No.
Check this out, right, Sahara? It's minus 2. We are going to multiply that
Yeah.
by 10 and the minus 2x. And you're probably wondering, why am I doing that? Look at this carefully. Sahara, isn't this whole thing y? Like, if you look at this, isn't
Yeah.
10 minus 2x, that whole thing is y. So if I'm multiplying y
Yeah.
by negative 2, and this whole thing is y,
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't I multiply every single thing by negative 2?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you what I mean, Sahara. Let me just say I multiply by minus 2 here, right? That going to turn into minus 2y. And then, wouldn't you say minus 20? And then you go say minus 2x by minus 2 is plus 4x.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing over
Yeah.
here. So this minus 2, I'm going to multiply it by all the terms inside the brackets. So minus 2 by 10 is minus 20. Minus 2 by minus 2x is,
What? Positive one.
right, and that'll be equal to minus 4. So by now, I think I'll prefer the elimination method, and like, you just get deep into the algebra.
Yeah.
Let's get deep into the algebra with the substitution method. But let me continue. So Hara, right? So tell me, are you seeing any like terms on the left-hand side? Are you seeing any like terms?
3x and 4x.
What is 3x plus 4x?
7x.
Right? So we have 7x minus 20
Yeah.
equal to minus 4. Did I confuse you?
No, sir.
Okay. Good. Right, I'm just checking something. Give me a second. Okay, nice. Yeah, let me continue. Right, so Sahara, we're trying to find for x here. If we try to do that, x should be the only thing on the left-hand side. So the x term should be the only thing on the left-hand side. What shouldn't be on the left-hand side?
Move the negative 20 over to the right.
Nice. And we're going to get 7x, and that's going to be equal to minus 4 plus 20. Right? So what is minus 4 plus 20?
16.
Identifying for 1x, you would divide both sides by?
7.
Yes. Right, so x would be equal to 16 all over 7. And that's the same answer we got using the elimination method. So far we're on track. Now, here's the thing, right, Sahara? How am I going to find for y now? Are there any equations telling us what y is equal to in terms of x? So look at
What
one.
y is equal to?
Wait, are there any equations telling us what y is equal to?
Equation 3.
Yes, equation 3. And we know that equation 3 is y is equal to 10 minus 2x. So anywhere that I see x, what am I going to write instead? What do we know x is equal to?
X is equal to 16 over 7.
Right, so I'm going to write minus 2 by 16 all over 7. So that's going to be 10. Now minus 2 by 16 is?
Negative 32.
Right, so that'll be negative 32. Right, so negative 32 all over 7. Stay with me so far?
Yep.
All right. And the next step, well, you can find the LCM if you want. If you plug it into your calculator, you'll get the answer one time. But I'll show you all how to find LCM and work it out. Right. So 10 is the same thing as 10 over 1. Okay. So Sahara, where's the LCM between 1 and 7? 7. 1 into 7 is?
7.
7 by 10 is?
70.
Right. And I just write back 32 here. Sahara, did you know that there's an easier way to do this?
No, I didn't know.
let me show you, right? I at this point in my life, I don't ever use LCM. I mean, you could do all that, but like, easy point. Let me show you how I just personally do it. So, Sahara, if I need to do any arithmetic, enter must have the same denominator. Like if I want to add it or minus it, I must have the same denominator, right? Must be over 7. You agree?
Yep.
Okay. So check this, right? Stay with me. If we want a denominator of 7, what should I write on top here such that it will give me 10? What over 7 is 10?
70.
Right, that's it. So just multiply 10 by 7, you get 70. And that's it. And like from here now, you're just going to say 70 minus 32 all over 7, right? And you should get 38 all over 7. You'll just confirm that. You got through?
Yes.
Right, so 70 minus 32 is 38. So we're going to put 38 all over 7. So guys, what do you all prefer? Do you all prefer the substitution method or the elimination method? This keep in mind, this entire thing is you working for substitution, whereas this is you working for elimination. Well, really just this. What do you all prefer? Ria, what do you prefer?
Elimination.
Yeah, same.
But I feel like for some equations, like if they're real easy, the substitution would be bad.
Yeah, like if both of them in the form y is equal to mx plus c, right? Like
Yeah, like the first one, the first one we did.
like this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's move on. All right. So here we're going to do, right? I want to do a slightly different question just to see how I go handle it. And then after question 9, well, really example 3, we're going to start the past papers, right? So that's the plan. So before I move on to the last example for lines of intersection, can you all tell me if you're okay? Like the main objective is that you're okay with one method, right? Is anybody not okay with either of the methods? Could you all confirm if you're okay with either one? You don't need to be good in both. Just you need to know how to do like one out of the two. I'm gonna call some people. Perseus.
Oh my gosh. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The
You don't,
elimination method. I don't know. That one look easier.
it is easier, right? Okay, so you prefer the elimination. That's fine. That's fine. Right? Avinash, which one do you prefer?
My elimination is less work, but like if I want to like make sure my answer, I might use substitution.
Not a problem. Whichever one you're more comfortable with, right? So I'm going to move on to the last example here. All right. So Avinash, I'm gonna call upon you to help me with this. So read this example for me.
A taxi company and a ride share app charges charge as follows. Taxi C equals 8 plus 2.5D. Ride share C equals 3 plus 3D. At what distance D do both rides cost the same?
I wait to be real honest with my like this real confusing and
Yes.
okay, I like to hear honesty. So let's try to actually wrap our head around what this question means. First things first, do these equations represent a straight line equation?
No?
Yes, they do. They do. They
Really?
actually. I know
Oh, wait, yes, sir.
you're seeing that because
Yes, I see that.
you're
I
not
got it now.
you are
I
accustomed
think
seeing y is equal to mx plus c, right? And y is equal mx plus c would be when you're plotting a graph of what versus what. Tell me, Avinash. Like when you're plotting a graph of y versus what?
like
Right. Now in this question, instead of y is equal to mx plus c, you have c is equal to 8 plus 2.5d. So another way I could write that as c is equal to 2.5d plus 8. And I could rewrite the other one as c plus 3d. I mean, c is equal to 3d plus 3. Right. Avinash, take a good look at this, right? Is it that different?
no, sir.
So look at this, right, and try to figure it out. If you have y is equal to mx plus c, you would plot a graph of y versus x. So if you have a graph following this equation, what do you think it plots on this axis? So
C versus D.
c versus d.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, we C on top and D as the X.
Excellent. I'm very proud of you for seeing that. I'm really proud. Right? That's great. Right. So it is a straight line equation, Avinash. It is a straight line equation. They're
Yes,
just
sir.
different letters. So instead of using y and x, right, and m and c, they're using these letters. So that's all. But it's a straight line equation. Ria, I feel like you're real confused with this. So like you see what you see it?
Yeah. C is the y and D is the x.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yep.
Okay, great. Ria and Avinash and the rest of you guys, let's try to understand what's happening here, like in real life, right? So Ria, you ever travel with TTRS or like any other ever travel with TTRS or something?
Yeah.
And did it charge you how long based on how long the ride take?
More or less, yeah. Yeah.
And then some places would charge you based on the distance.
Yeah.
All right. So Ria, let's try to make sense of this thing. And some taxi places, they would charge you like a fixed fee, and then for every like kilometer that goes by, they would charge you based on that rate.
Yeah.
So like look at what happened in here. So with taxi C, this means you're paying a upfront fee of $8, and for every like let me just say 1 kilometer that goes by, you had to pay $2.5. That's what happened in here. That's all the relationship. That's all the equation means. So like you're paying a fixed fee of eight
But it's
dollars, and for every
okay.
one kilometer that passes by, you had to pay $2.5. So watch. And C is cost, right? Watch. So all this equation is telling us that the cost is equal to a fixed charge plus fee dependent on distance. I know it sounds real confusing, but it's actually very straightforward. Let me show you what I mean. So let me just look at 8 plus 2.5d. Right. Ria, let me just say we was measuring distance in kilometers. According to this equation, how much would you pay for 1 kilometer? Let's see if you can figure that out.
Sorry, sir.
So Ria, let me see how intellectual. So based on this equation, how much would I pay for every 1 kilometer that passes? Anybody could answer this too, right?
$10.50.
I'm not talking about the fixed charge. I'm talking about just in terms of the like per kilometer.
Oh, 2.5.
So if
$2.50.
right, so if you ignore the fixed charge, right? Let me just say you travel 1 kilometer with the driver. How much you earn them?
$2.50.
Let me just say you travel 2 kilometers with them. How much you earn?
$5.
So that is all that happening. And you would just add what you just add that amount to it. That's all the relationship means. Simple?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? So I'm doing this because sometimes you would see graphs that ask you to interpret real world scenarios. So 8 would be an example of a fixed charge, and 2.5 would be the rate dependent on distance. All right, so Avinash, you could kind of understand what happened in here.
Yes, sir, understand. I know.
Right? So Avinash, you understand that this capital C just means the cost you're paying. This common 8 is just like a fixed charge you have to pay no matter how much distance you travel. And depending on how far you go, you'd multiply it by 2.5 because that's like the fee per kilometer.
Yes, sir.
So Avinash, let me just say you travel 3 kilometers with the driver. How much had to pay them? Let me see if you can figure it out.
That will be $10.50.
How much?
Think $10.50.
$10.50.
No, 7.
Um,
Wrong.
you're not telling me the full picture, right? So you right now you're telling me this, right? You had multiplied 2 by 3,
Plus,
right? Plus the 8. Because
yeah.
Avinash, no matter if you travel with them, okay, when you're traveling with drivers, right? They would say no short drop.
Yes, sir.
And so like even if you travel like a short distance, you still have to pay them full. That's
Yeah.
that's what it's come like, right? So like no matter how much distance you travel, you still have to pay that $8 once you step into the car. And every kilometer that passes by, you have to pay them an additional $2.5. So tell me the full fee you'd have to pay if you travel 3 kilometers with this driver.
$15.50.
Yeah, you would be correct. Excellent. Excellent, right? Great job. And another question CSEC like to ask, they will be like, which one is cheaper? And they love to ask that. So let me see. Do that quickly. C is equal to 3 plus 3D. So Avinash, if you want to see which one cheaper and take a look at the same scenario, so like to travel 3 kilometers with this driver, the cost is we would say $15.50, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me see how much it cost with this driver. So tell me how much it cost.
Um, that'll be $12.
Yeah, so which one is cheaper?
The
The taxi or the ride share?
that the right here.
All right, so that is something CXC could ask. They could be like, which one is cheaper? Right? And you could get them my example. And you could get them my example. They could say for 3 kilometers, it would cost that amount there. And the same distance, it would cost that amount there. Right? So do we understand what this actually means now? Do we understand what the equation means?
Yes, sir.
All right, Sienna, I need you to tell me if you're confused. Like, are you confused?
No, sir.
All right, so you understand that I just use C and D to tie up.
Yeah.
C is essentially Y, and D is just X.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And you understand that 8 would be a fixed charge, and 3 would be a fixed charge, and like 2.5 would be the rate, and 3 would be the rate.
Yes, sir.
Great. So let me answer the question now. So they want us to figure out at what distance would both rides cost the same. Now, Avinash, based on our little experiment here, what do you think, Avinash? Which one do you think would allow you to go a greater distance at a cheaper cost?
The ride, yeah.
I think so. So let me see, right? Let me see. So let me actually do the question. Avinash, do you want to do the elimination method or the substitution method? Both are very easy with this question.
I get accustomed to elimination, so let me try that one. I get accustomed to it either way.
Right. Say no more, right? Elimination. Right, so the first equation was C is equal to 8 plus 2.5B. C is equal to 8 plus 2.5B. That's the first equation. Great. The other equation was C is equal to 3 plus 3D. Now, Sienna, if I were to ask you which one charges a cheaper rate, what do you tell me?
Equation 2.
You would say that equation 2 has a cheaper rate?
Um,
I wouldn't say that, eh? If you look at this, right, Sienna? Okay, let me
oh
start.
no. It will be the first one because 2.5 is the rate
Exactly. But which one is a more expensive fee upfront?
together with the fixed charge and the rate. It will be the first equation.
Right. But I just talking about like, okay, which one has the greater fixed fee? Like you didn't travel yet. Which one costs more?
The first equation.
The first one, right? But the rate with the first one is cheaper, like the actual rate per distance. See that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Avinash, I want you to understand that, right? Because if you look at this, Avinash, what making
Yes, sir.
what making the taxi expensive at first is the upfront fee you had to pay. If you observe something, right, Avinash, the upfront fee is actually cheaper with rideshare. Seeing that?
Yes, sir.
But look at the trade-off. Isn't the amount of money you're paying for every kilometer more? Watch.
Yeah,
You
it
had
is.
you had to pay $3 here instead of 2.5. So long term, I think rideshare would actually be more expensive. And the reason I'm saying that is because this does remain the same, right? The 8 and the 3 don't change. However, there reaches a point where the distance will become so large that you would actually be saving money here. Because Avinash and the rate they're cheaper, and the rate here cheaper.
Yes, sir.
Let me try a quick example, right? Out of curiosity. What if the distance travel was 100? Or how much would it cost with taxi? With the taxi?
Um, that'll be. It's a plus 8.
Yeah. Total cost here.
That is 258.
Right. About over here with the ride share. You're gonna see something crazy. What are gonna be?
That'll be, so now that'll be 308. I mean 303.
Right. Now, Avinash, there's another question CXC could ask. They could be like, which of the options would be cheaper for a longer ride? In that case, you would say the taxi. And you would say that because its rate is actually less. So Avinash, understand what happened in here. You had to pay a greater fee at the start, but as you keep traveling, the rate per distance is actually cheaper here. So it works out to be cheaper in the long run. Understand?
Yes, sir.
But over here now, you're paying like an upfront fee that's cheap, right? However, as you travel, the rate for every kilometer is a lot more, and it stacks up over time.
Ah,
Because Avinash, if I remove the 8 and the 3, right, which one would you tell me is immediately cheaper?
the taxi.
For sure, right? But since I add in the 8 and the 3, and it would make rideshare cheaper at some point, but then eventually taxi would be the cheapest for a long ride.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because when we use 3, right, and the rideshare was actually cheaper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but if we go like a really long distance, then the accumulated costs from the higher rate adds up, and it's effectively makes the rideshare more expensive. So, Avinash, if a question like that come, you would say the taxi is better for what? Longer
Long
drive,
distance.
long distance, and the rideshare is better for short distances. Excellent. That's really great that you can see that. You have to understand what you're doing, you know. You can't just look at it and be like, yeah, okay. You need to actually understand what everything doing in maths. Right, so Avinash, we have the two equations written here, and the elimination method, we look to see if any of the unknowns are the same. If they are the same, we could minus them. Is C and C the same?
Yeah.
If I have C and C, what I could do with that to get rid of it? Add them or minus them?
Take away
Right. What is C minus C?
0.
Right. So I want somebody on standby to tell Avinash if you're doing it correctly or not. Okay, what would I write here?
Let's say we take away, so I guess. I don't know.
Don't make a
Okay.
guess. Don't make a guess. Tell me what to write here. I'm gonna put the work into the side here. You tell me what to write. It'll be 8.
8 minus 3.
Yes, watch. 8 minus 3. What is 8 minus 3?
5.
Somebody next one.
Next will be 2.5 minus 3. I mean, no, no. Well, kinda, yeah.
We mean kinda, you're correct, sir. You're correct. Watch.
No,
2.5.
so like sometimes I just forget sometimes, like when you're taking away that you could put the 2.5 on top.
Because you're accustomed, like when you're taking away the number, the first number must be bigger. That's where you're accustomed to.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So 2.5 minus 3. Where's 2.5 minus 3? That'll be a negative.
That'll be a negative a half.
Yeah, negative a half.
Or well,
So I'm going to
negative 0.
So I'm going to write negative 0.5 what?
D.
Right. Sienna, he looking good so far?
Yeah.
All right. Ria, is he looking good?
Yeah, he look good.
Avinash blushing in the back, you know. He hearing you look good from a bunch of girls. Avinash blushing or like they're talking about the maths, eh?
Yes, I know.
It's a little joke, right? Okay. So Avinash, you're looking real sharp. What you blushing again? You're blushing again. All right. So we have 0. You have 0 is equal to 5 minus 0.5d. What was the only unknown there? Was the unknown there?
the D.
All right, what was the next step?
Um, uh, I'm not sure. You could substitute the C for the 5 thing.
No.
No?
You have an equation here. All you need to do now is just solve for D. That's all you need to do now.
That would be.
Anytime you have one unknown, you could solve for it.
So you could put the D on your left hand side and put it equal to the 5
Right? So if I move across,
0.5
if I move that across, what do I write on the left hand side now?
plus 0.5D equal to 5.
All right. Sienna, this looking correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ria, does this look correct?
Yep.
Okay. So Ria, you understand you could have flip it if you want, right? Like you could have write 5 minus 0.5D is equal to 0. You could have moved across the 5. But this, what he did was fine, right? What he did was fine because
Yeah.
the unknown needs to be on the left-hand side. So he took it and he moved it across one time. Straight. Right. Ria, finish it off now. What would I need to do on both sides if I want to find for 1D?
Divide by 0.5.
Right. Now let me see how bad it is. Dividing by 0.5 is the same thing as multiplying by
1 over 0.5. 1.5.
okay. It was close, right? Watch this. Watch. 5 divided by 0.5 means the same thing as 5 divided by a half. That would turn to multiply by what? Divided by a half would turn to what?
Oh, it's already a half. All right. 2 over 1.
Right.
Sorry.
And let me show you another way to work this out. Division just asks you how much times would you need the denominator to make the numerator? Ria, how much halves would it take to make 5? You think about this. Think about it carefully. How much halves would it take to make 5?
Oh God, this real simple.
Let me get a simpler example, right? How much halves would it take to make one whole pizza?
2.
2. How much halves would it take to make 2 whole pizzas?
4.
So how much halves would it take to make 5 whole pizzas? Right, so how much halves it would take to make one, Ria? How much halves it would take to make one?
2.
So you're just taking that 2 and multiplying it by the
10.
10, right? 10. You multiply the 2 by the 5 because think about it. If it takes 2 halves to make 1, right?
I was thinking 2, and then I was like, nah, that's too much. Wow.
You understand it, right?
Yeah. I was just doubting myself, like usual.
Right. So we get, no doubt yourself. Right. So we get D is equal to 10. Nice. We got D is equal to guys. Thank you, Avinash. Avinash, you okay with how I got D? D to be 10? Avinash, you okay? Can I hear an Avinash? Ria, help me with the next part. So I found for D. Now I need to find for what?
Sorry, sir. I want to check.
Oh, okay, okay. You okay, Avinash? With what we do here?
Yes, sir. So far, yeah.
Okay. This isn't confuse here, right? Like 5 divided by a half.
Nah.
Right. So Ria, we found for D. What's the next step? How am I gonna find for C?
Plug D into any 1 or 2.
Which one you think would be easier? Both will be real easier, but like which one?
2.
Yeah, because I don't have a fraction. plug D into either 1 or 2. Doesn't matter. Ria, I find like you're behaving good today. You don't want me to go ball. I appreciate that, I appreciate that.
So
Like,
again, yeah, I'll ease up
like,
after after that flyer
like,
that actually came to life.
oh,
I was like,
let's see how all this look ball and all. It was like, no. Scrap that, scrap that.
I mean, it could work, you know.
No,
It's
no,
just again, yeah, ease up.
no.
But since you mention it,
Hmm. Well, Form 5 just now. You go trouble Mira, because
right,
Mira says
we have our next 2.5 hours.
yeah, for sure. And you go
Yeah.
trouble Mira because she said she'd have joined the Form 4 class, but she wasn't here. So
Oh my. Oh yes, we have a bone to pick with her.
yes,
We
right.
do indeed.
So anyway, I see D, I'm just gonna put
Remember that process.
What? Why me? What I do?
you
We
make
have
the
a bone
fire.
to pick with Mira. And yes, you did make the flyer. So.
Yeah, because Sir asked us to do it, so I just put my.
I was at work when I saw that, and I laughed out loud. And
So literally for
everybody
me to
was like,
help
"Yeah,
and be like,
man."
go ahead, right? So we make it work. Like, done. So, sir, don't put the blame on nobody. That is all you. If you didn't Photoshop yourself, then the flyer won't have come to life.
Well, I appreciate the flyer. I appreciate it. I'm working on a proper flyer, right? But I appreciate the flyer that you made. It took time and effort. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, guys, we okay with how we found for C and D?
So
Yes,
you
sir.
just casually did the whole equation without us.
No, but like, I
That
mean,
is what I realized.
no, like, guys, like, okay, 3 by 10 is 30, 30 plus 3 is 33. Like, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's real simple, but oh god, man.
Okay,
You could
fine.
have let us run through it.
Sorry.
She might
Okay.
still gonna make wiggle go instead of
All right. Sorry. Let me run through it fast, right? Okay, D is equal to 10. What am I going to do next?
C equals to 3
Wait,
plus.
scratch that. I do it I do it for equation 1. Let me just no, that was equation 2. I did it for equation 2. Let me do it for equation 1. Right? I'll let you do that one. C is equal to 8 plus 2.5D. Right, so you get a fair shot of this. Right. So tell me, one of you guys, what to do? I give me a little chance, you know. But it's incorrect.
So do it again.
Yeah, I want a little find for C
Okay.
using equation 1 this time. So that'll be
Okay, 8 plus 2.5 bracket 10.
mhm,
So be 8 plus 25.
right. 8 plus 25. It's 8 plus 25.
33.
Right. No, guys,
Just
I
making sure it's 33. Yeah.
understand the trust issues is valid. Right. So, guys, are they asking us to find a point of intersection here? Did they say that in the question, Ria?
No.
No, they are asking us at what distance do both rides cause the same. So you would say at a distance D, they never specify the unit, so I'm going to assume it's kilometers. No, I say meters. Say meters. It really don't matter. They didn't give us any units, so you know what? I'll just write units. That's the safest thing to do because they didn't give me any units. So tell Maria, at a distance, D is equal to
33?
No,
No.
as a cost.
10.
Right? So at a
10.
distance, D is equal to 10. Both rides cost how much do both
33.
right 33. Yep. That's the final statement. And Sienna, if you had some trust issues, what could you do? What could you do?
You can check.
Check back,
You
right?
you have to yeah.
Right, trust issues. So we have C is equal to 8 plus 2.5D, right? So Sienna, if we correct here and the left-hand side is supposed to be equal to the right-hand side,
Yeah.
right? See, we found C to be 33 up at in, right? And we found D to be, what was D again? 10, right? D was 10, yeah. So when you work this out, you're gonna get 8 plus 25. 33 is equal to 33, so cool. Does it satisfy the first equation?
Yeah.
Right. How about the other one? Right, so C is equal to 3 plus 3D. So again, we found the cost to be 33, right? And the distance was 10. Right? We know that 3 by 10 is 30. 30 plus 3 is 33. So does it satisfy both of the equations?
Yes.
And furthermore, Sienna, and we realize they're getting the same cost? Like what, look at that. In both instances, and to get in the same cost, like same 33,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
different distance. That's what the question asked. So we real good. Real good. Nice. Okay, so and if you wanted to do the substitution method, it'll be real straightforward. Let me do that real fast. I'm just gonna speed run that, right? Because I want to do at least like 2 past paper questions today. The plan was to finish the entirety of lines today, but it looked like we go had to do some more past paper questions. But like we do real lines. Like I do expect us to have any problems with lines after this, after the last session. We do real work on lines. The amount of work we did is crazy. So like, and I also did a worksheet. And the solutions for the worksheet also there. But they have like no excuses at all. So guys, lock in and make sure you get your marks for functions and lines. Please. Please, otherwise I'll really go ball. Alria, not just I alone, Olio go ball too, because Olio go do bad in C-Sec maths. You don't want that.
So when you say it like that,
Olio sabotaging all yourself. Yeah.
true.
I see in this, but I just real procrastinate. I myself is real procrastinate. Like, I just know what's the right thing to do. I just don't do it. I don't know why. So, like, I tell you all of this. I know what I gotta do. The reason why I tell you all of that. And the reason I think that is because I live it firsthand. I know how it is be. You can tell yourself, okay, I will sit down, I will do some work. Yeah, you end up on TikTok, you end up on YouTube, you end up on Netflix. Just do your work. Don't be like me. As of recent times, I've been getting really strict with my work and I've been doing real work. But don't wait until exam time to get like that. Just be serious the whole time. Right? So Ria, make sure you keep practicing, eh? Jira, if you're
I'll
here,
do my best.
say that again.
I'll do my best.
Yes, do your best because you have it in you. Right? Jira, if you're here, practice, please. All right, let me do this substitution method real fast. So Sienna, n both equations equal to C.
Yeah.
All right, so I could just say 8 plus 2.5D is equal to 3 plus 3D, right? Tell me what to do fast. What to do next? Sienna, quick. Speed. Become Barry Allen. Kisiana. You can't be a speedster. I feel like you're talking, but you don't realize you're muted. And I hear and Sienna. Ria, you wanna like speed run this with me?
Okay.
Yeah. So what to move where? Some of us.
Wait, we doing substitution method?
Yeah, already do the substitution. Already said this is equal to this.
Okay. My God, too much going on.
Okay. It looks like we're trying to find for what's here.
D.
D. So all the V terms,
Right. So D had a D on the left hand, so
right?
we could move 3D over,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll become minus 3D.
Right. Tell me more.
So and then we move the 8 across
Right.
to the other side. So we 2.5D minus 3D equals to 3 minus 8.
Nice. Sienna, you okay? Because I feel like you know how to do that.
My internet starts to give trouble. I just hear you call my name and then it, like cut. And then after I let me like leave. Sorry, I didn't know.
Oh shucks. Okay, I understand. Right? Well, since you're here, tell me how to finish this, right? What's 2.5 minus 3?
1.5?
Nah.
No, I feel like I read wrong.
What would you add to 2.5 to get back 3?
Oh wait, minus 0.5.
Right? Minus 0.5 D. And that'll be equal to 3 minus 8, which is,
Minus 5.
right? You divide both sides by,
By 0.5.
not just 0.5.
Minus 0.5.
Right. Right? Negative divided by negative is a plus. So whatever answer I get on the other side will be plus, right? So 5 divided by 0.5 is,
Plus 10.
right? So our answer is just 10. Cool. Right? And to find for C, you pick any one of the equations. Which one you want to pick? 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay. C is equal to 3 plus 3D. C is equal to 3 plus 3 by 10. This was equation 2. Right? So C is equal to 33. So both methods, like I told you guys, right? Once your equation is in the standard straight line form, y is equal to mx plus c, you pretty much have it locked in. That's real easy, right? And like I was saying at the start, even though you're not seeing it, this is in the straight line form. This relationship there represents a linear relationship, right? Even though you're not looking like, even though you're not seeing the y and the x, still a straight line equation, right? Let me just do a little sketch of this. Right, so for this graph would look something like this. So I have 8 here. Okay, cool. All right, so we okay with this question? Sienna, we okay with this?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice. Avinash, you actually understand what's going on with this question? I don't think I hear an Avinash. All right. Let me jump straight into past paper questions now. We are dilly-dallying. All right. Right. So who should I call? Sahara, you there? Sahara. Don't be scared. You could do it. You could do it. Okay, and here Sahara. Vanessa, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for not blanking. Appreciate it. Right. Okay. So Vanessa, we are given a graph for line, and they want us to write the equation of the line in the form y is equal to mx plus c. So before we start, just tell me, in the form y is equal to mx plus c, what does m stand for and what does c stand for?
C is the y-intercept and M is the gradient.
Right. The y-intercept is where the graph cuts in the what?
The y-axis.
Great. Can we read it off from the graph?
Yeah,
What is the y-intercept value?
1.
Right. That was pretty easy, right? 1. And so c is equal to 1. Do you remember how to find the gradient given a graph?
Y1 minus x1 over
No.
y2 over minus, okay.
To find the gradient, it's a change in y over the change in x. So I'll start you off, right? So change just means final minus initial, or like the second point minus the first point. So I'll say y2 minus
y1
all over.
x2 minus x1, right, okay.
Right, so change in y, y2 minus y1 over change in x, x2 minus x1. Great. Now, to figure that out, we need 2 points. So I want you to read off 1 point from this graph, and then I want somebody else to read off another point. So you pick a point.
6-3.
6-3. Okay, somebody else, pick another point that's on the graph. Guys, I'll let
Three,
you
three,
tell me.
two, sir.
3-2? Excellent, 3-2.
Yes.
Thank you, Priscilla's, for not blanking. Appreciate it. It's a real one, it's a real one.
That our next one called 3-1 was going to affect that.
What is it?
Was thinking of picking 3-1 instead of the 3-2, but I'll stick with the 3-2.
It was going to say 3-1. But 3-1 would be over here. That wouldn't be on the line.
No, I mean negative 3-1, so negative. As or
Wait.
negative.
Negative 3-1
Yeah.
would be over here. That wouldn't be on the line.
Yes, sir. That's what I mean. Oh, it intercepted
I-
the negative 3.
I think you mean over here. That would be my
Yeah.
comma 0.
Okay, so thank you. I think I need glasses.
Out of curiosity, read off this point from here.
0-1.
Okay, good. Big up yourself. You have it. Right? So Vanessa, which one? It don't matter, right? Just pick one. Okay, which you had to pick one as the first point and you had to pick one as the second point. It don't matter the order in which you pick it, right? It don't matter. Which one I want to call
Okay,
X?
6.
You want to call this X1?
Yeah,
Right? No problem. X1, Y1, and this could be what?
x2, y2.
All right, sure. So we are going to say, okay, Y2 is 2 minus what?
Tree. Sorry, it just had a loud noise, so I just had to mute for a second.
That's all right. What about the next one?
3 and 6.
3 and 6?
3 minus 6.
3
3
plus
minus 6. 3 minus 6.
oh, 3 minus 6.
No, 3. Yeah.
Right? What is 2 minus 3?
Minus 1.
What is 3 minus 6?
Minus 3.
That was a negative divided by a negative.
Positive.
So that's just 1 over 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the final equation then? Y is equal to?
Mine, no, 1/3 plus, wait,
You have it, you have it. What was the y-intercept?
1.
Right. That's it. That's it. That's it. And we have it. What do you think about that? Easy marks.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Full marks, right?
Nice. The amount of work we do in lines, yeah, Alia, you should be able to get these questions correct. We did a crazy amount of work on lines. Right. Yeah. So Priscilla, start more with this one. Get the question I'll read from her.
Right. So you have to pick up for this one. Okay.
Is
The
that 1 mark?
equation of it. Ah,
Is that 1 mark question? You'll be fine.
the equation of a different line Q is y equals negative 2x plus 8. Write down the coordinates of the point where Q crosses the x-axis.
Always another word for that. When something passes the x-axis, that's the x what?
The x-intercept.
Right. At the x-intercept, what do we know?
We know negative 2x.
No. Something is equal to 0. What is equal to 0 at the x-intercept? So Priscilla, if we are talking about the x-intercept, we are talking about where the line will cut the x-axis. Let me show you something, right? Priscilla, read off this point for me.
3, 0.
Minus 3, comma 0.
Minus 3 zeros. Yes, sir, sorry. I read.
Read off this point from me by chance. Read off that point from me. Let me just say we had a line here and this was the x-intercept. Read off that point from me.
3, 0.
Okay. So the x value is non-negative, like minus 3 or 3. But the y value is? What's
The y value is 0.
Okay. So at the x-intercept, what do we know?
The y is equal to 0.
Yes. We feel I'm going to do that information now. So I know y is equal to 0.
I feel like I'm overthinking. So,
Okay, so are you typing into ChatGPT like I'm hearing some typing there?
no, sir, no, 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 no.
Okay. I hope you're not doing that. Right? Perseus, look at
No,
what
sir.
happened here. We have the equation. The equation is y is equal to
Y,
minus 2 plus 8. That's the equation we have. We know at the x-intercept, y is 0. Right? So far, Perseus, we have the y value. What are we missing?
we're missing the x value.
So how are we going to figure that out? How are we going to find for x?
Oh my gosh.
If I say y is equal to 0, how does that help us? Right. Perseus, y is equal to 0. I'll say that over and over again. Y is equal to 0. How is that going to help us? We know we need to find for x. I need you to figure this out by itself.
Yeah, I tried so head is spinning. I was thinking of using the equation of like
You could ask one of your class members for help. Let me see if anybody else knows. Anybody could help us in figuring out the coordinates of where Q crosses the x-axis?
But you would have to substitute the 0 for the y, so the 0 is equal to minus 2x plus 8.
Yes. So Perseus, if I tell you y is 0, it literally means that y is 0. So when you see y, you're going to write 0. Yeah.
okay, so
Mm-hmm. And what next, Perseus? We're trying to find for what here?
we're trying to find for x.
So how would I find for x?
We move the
So wait, if I try
we
to
move
find x, where should x be?
x should be to the left.
Right. So tell me what to do.
So it would be I feel like I'll overtake it as far because I was going to say negative 2x minus just negative 2x minus 0, but then I'll say positive 2x
Okay,
equals 8.
it's positive 2x equal 8 is correct. Let's observe why we're saying that. This should be on the left-hand side. If you take minus 2x and you move the whole thing across, that
The sign
but
changes.
it don't have anything on this side. You're seeing 0, but it don't have anything. So don't worry about that. Don't bother with that 0. You're just moving the minus 2x across. So that going into plus 2x. Like you said, sign changes. So 2x is equal to,
8.
right. What next?
You divide
Mm-hmm.
by itself 2x over 2.
Right? Because I want to find for 1. 2 into 2 is 1. And 8 divided by
2 and therefore
right. So x would be equal to 4.
x is equal to 4.
Right? So we have the value here now. This is 4. So our coordinate is
4, 0.
right. Ria, you think you'll be able to get this one correct in the exam?
Yep.
Good. Yes, you had to do some practice, right? Like I said, I gave you a worksheet and I have all the answers for everything on the worksheet and I had the recordings on YouTube, right? Please lock in. Everything is there. Everything is there. You could do it, right? I know you could do it. Right. Priscilla's helping with part B now. Read part B, come on.
Write down the coordinates of the point where Q crosses the y-axis.
What's another word for crossing the y-axis?
Intercepting the y-axis.
Right, so y-intercept. Yeah, how to get this one correct? I know you could. So what's the answer for this one? You don't have to do any calculations.
4, 0.
No, 40 is for the x-intercept.
Oh, now we have to find for the y-intercept.
Right, because they're asking you where it crosses on the y-axis.
So that means the x-intercept will be 0. Now we have to find for y.
But the thing is, precise, you don't have to do any working. You don't have to do any working at all. But if you did want it to do working at the y-intercept, what do we know?
Well, we do know is y equals negative 2x plus 8.
No, we know that x is
And,
equal to 0.
oh,
At the
oh
y,
yeah, x equal to,
right. So if x
and
is equal to 0, anywhere you see x, you instead of writing x, you can write 0. So minus 2 by 0, right? So you're going to get y is equal,
is 0, is 0,
no, y is equal to 8.
and then yeah.
Because minus 2 by
Oh,
0,
because I was actually dividing the 2 by the 0, that is, well, multiplying it by the 0, that's why I say 0.
well, minus 2
And
by
I was going,
0. Minus 2 by 0 is 0. Unless it was
and
multiplied
then I was
0 by
going
8.
to add 8. Yeah.
Right, so y is equal to 8. But you didn't have to do this. And the reason why I say you didn't have to do this is because they gave you the equation in the standard form. They said y was equal to minus 2x plus 8. Precious, what form?
And the
So more
y equals c.
right.
And I just remember the c is also the y-intercept also.
That is it. That's all I would say. You don't have to do any working.
That is what, so I think that is the part where kind of got confused when the c, yeah.
But now you know.
That is the only thing. Yeah, now I remember it. The y-intercept is c.
Yes. Right. So that will be 0, comma 8. Right. Right. On the grid on page 14, draw the graph of the line Q. So Perseus, how much points do we need to draw a graph? I mean to draw a line. What is the least amount of points you need to draw a line?
1 point or 2 points.
2 points. You cannot draw the equation. I mean, you can't draw a line with 1 point. You need 2 points. Right? Do we have 2 points for line Q?
Yes, sir.
What are the
40 and 08.
correct? So 40, 40, right? Will be over here. And the other one,
And 08 will be on top on the y-axis.
correct, be over here. So that will be 0, comma 8. Now, all you would have to do at this point, you would take a ruler, right, line it up with these 2 points. You understand why you need 2 points now to draw a line? Can't do it 1 point,
Yes, sir.
right? And you need to label that line Q. So you'll just put a Q. This is line Q. And that's it. That's it. So just like that, you would have gotten 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we had answer part 3. Let me see if I could figure out part 3. Right? Ria, let me see if you could figure out part 3. Give that a read for me.
On the grid on page 14, draw the graph of line Q.
Oh, we already do that. Already do that one.
Okay. According to the graph, the solution of the system of equations consisting of L and Q is... Huh?
Do you have an idea? So what they're talking about over there?
The solution of the system of equations.
System of L and Q. How much equations would it have if we're talking about L and Q?
So I can't remember how to see graph again.
As soon as you see the graph, you can figure out what they're asking you, right? What? Look at the graph. What do you think the answer they're talking about is? So they're asking us for the solution for the system of equations for line L and line Q.
I feel like I know. I just
You might guess. Make an educated guess. So in other words, the answer should satisfy both equations. That's what they're saying. So when they're saying the solution of the system of equations, they're talking about the point that would satisfy both equations. So if a point, okay, first of all, Ria, if a point lies on a line, will it satisfy that equation of the line?
yeah.
Okay. Are there any points here that lies on both the red line and the black line, line Q and line L?
Yes.
What point that is?
3, 2.
Yes. No, not precise. It will be the midpoint. Ria, this is what I'm talking about. Watch. I'm gonna show you something, right? Watch. Find the point of intersection of the lines. So in other words, they are trying to they want you to figure out what value for x and y would satisfy both equations. The intersection. Right? The intersection. The intersection, at the point of intersection, that's where both lines are satisfied.
Okay.
So now you know. Now you know.
Yep.
So anytime you see something like this, according to the graph, the solution. So, Ria, when you see that, they're asking you, what value for x and y will satisfy both equations? And anytime you see this, you could either solve simultaneously, or look for the point of intersection.
So, okay, I have a question. So, if we just look on the graph and we see it, and that is all we write, we'll get a mark, or
Yes.
without like working. Okay.
And the reason I'm saying that is because what they said. Look at what they said. What did they say?
According to the graph. So, I mean, they can't deprive you of a mark
And
for not
exactly,
working.
is 1 mark. If
It's literally 1 mark.
if you had to do simultaneous equations, I'll be with 4 or 5 marks, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Right. So the answer would be x is equal to. Right. So this will be the point of intersection, aka the solution. Point of intersection equals solution. So x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. And Sienna, if for some reason you had trust issues, what you could do?
You could check over.
Right. So Ria and everybody in class, right? If you had trust issues, you could have just plugged this into the equation for line L and line Q, and it's supposed to satisfy both. Right? So let me try that. So Ria, we have line Q, right? Line Q says y is equal to minus 2x plus 8. Let me just verify that. Yeah. So Ria, this is the equation for line Q. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
If our answer is correct, it's supposed to satisfy this. And what I mean is the left-hand side is supposed to be equal to the right-hand side. So we found out y was 2. So that'll be minus
So
2.
equals minus 2.
What's
Yep.
minus 2 by 3?
-6.
What's negative 6 plus 8?
2.
Yeah, everything does make sense. Everything in maths does make real sense. And you could always check over if you want, right? And we found line L to be y is equal to a third x plus 1, right? Y is equal to a third x plus 1, right? And we found that y was 2. We found that x was 3, right? What is a third of 3? Or in other words, what's a third by 3? Tell Maria. A third by 3.
So
Okay. How much
I'm
thirds?
not good with fractions, you know.
Okay. How much thirds would it take to make a whole pizza? Like, let me just say you have a third of a slice of pizza. How much thirds it would take to make a whole pizza?
What?
Let
Like,
me say that one more time. Imagine you had a pizza, right? Imagine you had a pizza, and the pizza was cut into 3 equal slices. This would be a third, this would be a third, and this would be a third. So how much thirds is it taken to make up the whole pizza?
3,
Right, so what's a third by 3?
9,
No. A third by 3 is 1.
1, right?
Just watch.
Yeah,
That's 1 a third. This is 2 a third. And this is a third. Altogether, they make 1. Remember, a third by 3 means you're adding a third 3 times. You understand? And another way to think about it is 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 3 is 1. Right? Just be 1. Right? So 2 is equal to 2. So yeah, we are 100% correct. 100% correct. Right? So we just scored 9 marks in the exam. Big up ourselves. Right? So how
not
are
me
the
because I'm not good at fractions.
say that again?
Say not me because I'm not good with fractions.
That's why I have a calculator. That's why I have a calculator.
Yeah, a sharp.
That's okay. And for Christmas, I will see if I could meet you and I'll give you a Casio. Well, I can't really afford a Casio for everybody in class, but I have a calculator that is like a knockoff a Casio, have all the same functions and everything, is look the exact same. Right? Avinash had a calculator. I just buy that for everybody in class. Yeah. Like everybody that don't have a shop, I'll be like my Christmas reward. Yeah. Right, so you don't have an excuse. Pretty soon you'll get like a Casio.
So how much actually for a Casio calculator?
I think like $250.
For one calculator?
I mean, it's worth it. Like that calculator is insane. It can do it can effectively do your whole maths exam for you. Like if all you think I'm joking, the Casio calculator could solve equations for you. It could solve whole equations and give you the answer.
Makes my life easier with the fractions.
Yeah, and there's some like I think the cheapest one I see was like 230. Like a little on that 200 there. Yeah. But
Alright, because I wanted to get one this month, so I wanted a price range.
no problem. Right? But serious,
Thank
please, you're getting rusty. I don't like that. Hear what? You have this whole document, you have the recordings, you have everything. You have a worksheet with work solutions. Get cracking. Get like you can't afford to get rusty. Right?
The thing is, I feel like I have like a short-term memory. That is why.
Well, if you have a short-term memory, you need to be doing work consistently so you get remember it lock in. Right? If you make progress and you don't do enough practice, you will forget. Keep doing practice. I need to be getting questions from you like every other 2 days. Yeah. You don't have an excuse. Lock in. Right? Please. I'm gonna send this document. I'm gonna send this document, right? Most all have real time on all your hands. Some all, I can't say everybody, because some people do inform. Actually, all have a good amount of time. I'll inform 5 just yet. I want to later attempt the remaining questions that I have on this paper, all right? And we'll correct our next class. And then we're going to move on to linear programming. That's the plan for the Form 4 class, right? And this is what linear programming looks like. After we do linear programming, what do I want to do? Tell me one time so I can try to prepare content. Are there any requests?
I was going to say the matrices or statistics.
Okay, that we could do statistics, but you see matrices as like a Form 5 topic. Yeah.
Okay, so
All right. Anybody have any requests for the next topic? Hi, Carissa. I still do the Form 4s. I'm wrapping up with them, right? Starting the Form session just yeah. So people who still here, right? That in Form 4, what do they want to do next? Vanessa, Sienna, do they have any
I don't really have any like requests or anything. I just going with what you doing.
okay. And I just want to okay, yeah, but I also want to make sure I cover the topics I given all the trouble in school because everybody would have like different struggle topics. So I want to make sure I cover in that specifically. So if you come across any topic that you're real struggling with, let me know. Right. Sienna, so that you're unmuted. Is there any topic in particular that making your hair fall out?
I have a few. I don't like variations, but that's just because I'm not understanding it right now. I don't know why.
Okay, noted. What if I told you variations is essentially this? It's just lines. It's literally
But
lines.
I'll be fine with it. That's an okay, it's kind of like a topic I shouldn't be getting in trouble with because it's a real big topic, but let's get trouble with it. It's quadratics.
Ah, okay. You know, funny enough, right now I'm doing quadratics and art maths. I don't know if you want to like crash in the
That's
session.
that's so funny. So funny.
Yeah. Because I would advise you to crash in the session and see how it is. Right? I wouldn't charge you. I mean, if it's like a one session, you go and join. I'm not gonna charge you, right? Come and just learn stuff, right? In the last class, we learned how to factorize quadratics. We learned how to sketch quadratics. We learned how to find the roots of a quadratic. I believe I sent you that recording, right?
Yeah, I think you sent it to me already.
Watch that recording and you should be good with majority of quadratics at the mathematics level.
Okay, so
Yeah. All right. So Form 4 people, all they could leave now, right? I will see you guys in the next class. Form 5 people, give me a second, I'm coming back. Give me like 5 minutes. Yes, Sahara?
I just saying bye.
Okay. Right, Sahara, you have potential, eh? Please don't get rusty. Like, I get any vibe that again, a little rusty. Have real make use of them. I need to be receiving questions from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't just say, like make sure you practice, right? Are there for you.
Yes.
Be there for yourself. Right.
Thank you.
That's real motivational. Next Dr. Phil here or something like that. All right. You have a good night.
You too, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, I am back. So 4 and 5 people here. Nice. Right. So, guys, are you all excited to move on to trigonometry? How are we feeling about that?
In a way, yes, and in a way, no, because it's my weakest. So, yeah.
Okay. Professors, I will tell you this from now. The only thing I'll really give you trouble is the algebra. Everything else is not that hard to understand. Just the algebra will give you some trouble.
And the sine and cosine too.
They're not gonna get you trouble much. I will show you a way to know for sure what to do. All right, but just the algebra
Ah,
gonna get you trouble. Like
okay,
trigonometry,
so I've trust in you. I trust in you.
that's good. Because trigonometry one of the easiest things. The algebra will just be hard. Right? Lots of cross multiplication and thing. Right? Okay. Ria, let me know if you're there.
So I always there.
I love that. Big up yourself. Right? Ria, look who in class. Look Mira in class.
So I see she for a while now in form 4.
Oh, Mira, where's the plan? You good?
Hello, hi.
Hi, how long you here for now?
What?
How long you here for now? Because I know, Ria,
Like hour and a little more than an hour.
because
So we gonna get she up.
okay, a little easier. A little easier.
Yeah.
I hear I was because when I joined, I hear I was getting buff up now. So I just decided to put on my mic. And next thing you see, I get crossway inside there. So
Too funny, yes. Right. All right. So I'm feeling excited to move on to something new in maths. Based on the silence, I guess not. You're looking forward to sleep after class. All right. Let me send you guys my old notes. I have real notes on trigonometry. It's like crazy how much notes I have on it. All right, I'm gonna send these notes. All right, so Carissa, how are you doing tonight? Everything all right?
Everything is good.
Nice, nice. We inside. We inside.
Mhm.
Real rain. I mean, I don't know how you could be outside in this weather. Like real bad.
No, it's not about no rainfall, eh?
Well, I see on CNC3, well, Penal is always flooded. I see like people had to get like van and thing to go home from school. I see it was real bad.
I live in any notes. Here the flood that much.
Well, right now I'm seeing in Arangwa in not bad too, right? But like it's real bad in South, apparently.
Yeah, they just get the most rain.
Yeah, but Port of Spain too, eh? Port of Spain is real get it. Well, Port of Spain just sensitive. Should see Port of Spain are just a bit over dramatic.
No, they're not.
No, like a little rainfall there, and well, like I see some videos.
Very true, but
I
it
just
don't
be,
really be that.
I just be scared to open my bottle of water in Port of Spain.
Oh, wow.
yeah, I do it.
Is that
Oh,
joke?
wow.
Is that
And had a rat swim in the room.
oh god? That master Splinter.
What part about us when you go in?
No, I say the rat is Master Splinter. You know who Master Splinter is? Mira,
No.
you don't know who that is, Mira?
Obviously, I know who that is. Another old and another young either. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So I believe you all should have received the notes. Did you all get it? The old notes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so excited for this one. Are you going to see how I'm gonna blow all their minds with how easy this thing is. Trigonometry is goated, one of my best topics. All right. I'll make a new document.
Are you sure about that with bearings in it?
I promise, like it easy. Like when I say it easy, trust me, it easy. Just trust me. Just
If
trust
you could, if you could make my trust issues disappear for this, then okay.
Well, if that was the case, I'd be a therapist instead of a math teacher. But oh, that's really funny.
Even if you make it disappear for functions, which I'm glad, but
That's good. That's good. That's good. I make the functions function. By the way, if you all practice any vector questions, you can send it to me. Right, Carissa? Do you have access to past papers? Carissa?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't realize this recording being like a continuing from the Form 4 class. I'm gonna end it. Right.